Alright, so 6 years ago, back in 2011, I built Guardiana from Shining Force in Minecraft. And I have been getting a ton of requests to continue the project and all that, which there's a bazillion reasons why I couldn't do this. One, the world file got corrupted like 6 years ago as well, so that's probably one of the reasons why I couldn't do it. And two, nowadays, it's been 6 years, and my building skill has improved a lot since then. And that 1-to-1 ratio just doesn't work. Having super flat terrain just doesn't work. And all of these little things that drive me nuts today was done in that project. Like, I'm looking at that old project going like, yeah, it really wasn't that great. So, here I am, and I built the entire... I rebuilt Guardiana again in Minecraft, and this time it's 100% remastered. And we got some other stuff too. So we've got pretty much the entirety of Chapter 1 built, except Alterone, because I didn't want to have to build another castle. So that'll be coming eventually, maybe. So anyways, we have Guardiana, which I gotta say, this is way cooler than the my first thing 6 years ago. So anyways, we have this town here, and everything is for the most part pretty accurate. Obviously scaling and whatnot's different, and buildings probably don't look like this in Shining Force, but for the most part the town layout's the same and all of that. I basically just added on all these extra details and tweaked the shapes and whatnot of the buildings just to actually have them look fairly decent in-game. So I basically just added all this extra detail to make them look nice and fancy and stuff. So anyways, we've got this building here. This is the inn. And so we've got the bar area. There used to be basically 2 bedrooms here, as if I can remember, in Shining Force, but I moved them upstairs because I had a second floor and I might as well use it. So we've got the bedrooms in here, and that's all nice and fine. And moving on, we got the guard's house, which in Shining Force I believe it's empty. There might be like 2 barrels or something in there, but it otherwise is just kind of that empty house with nothing in it. So I basically went ahead and decorated it all. Then moving on, we've got this. Probably the most important thing ever is to have the cart that you push into the guy, which I think at the time I was using like a mine cart or something and like rails, but I don't know, this looks way nicer, except you can't push it, which is kind of sad. Maybe I'll hook a command block up to it and make you be able to push it. I don't know, but anyways, we got this house in here and whatnot, which is pretty much fairly similar to the guard house and all of that. But anyways, all of these buildings are fully interiored, unless I forgot something. We got that one house that's across the river over here, the only house in town with a basement. Oh yeah, and we got a dog in here too. So this is probably like this is honestly the best dog house that I could make at this scale, but I'm still not happy with it, so I might fix that later on. But anyways, the important thing is over here. We got the shop area over here. So we've got the weapon shop, we got the item shop, and all of these things are named. So we've got the weapons and items here. Got some medical herbs, healing seeds, and whatnot. That's all fun stuff that I was messing around with NBT editor just to create some custom stuff to throw on the walls. Then we got the bar here where you meet Gort, who's standing in the corner over here. Except I should probably give him a green robe, but I gotta I gotta get the newer version NBT editor because the one I was using doesn't work on this version, this updated version. So anyways, we got the church here, which is actually really nice. I love this place. This is awesome. It turned out way better than I thought it would, which is always a plus. Then we get the priest guy over here, and these rooms are pretty much empty. They just have bookshelves. And then this is where you start at, and Lord Varios is over here in the corner. It's the closest thing I had to a centaur, but whatever. So anyways, moving on, we got the castle here and headquarters. So if we go down into headquarters, this place is actually a lot bigger than in-game, but we got that area where your advisor hangs out, which is basically just a table in-game, but I decided I might as well give him like a bunch of old probably battle strategies and whatnot, books and whatnot on the walls here, paperwork and all that stuff. So I was like, yeah, we might as well have that. Then we got the area where your active battle party hangs out. And there's a lot of things that I want to do with like paintings on the walls or something, basically different combat scenarios or whatnot, because considering this is probably the training room, but I didn't really know what to do with this room, so I just kind of left it blank for now. Then the next room over here is the armory, so we have all this stuff here, and I had armor stands down with all kinds of like armor displays and whatnot, but they broke when I moved it, so that was annoying. So I'll have to fix that and put them back. Then we got the sleeping quarters over here with basically all the beds and whatnot. And then we got the party area over in here, the lounge, with probably the most important stuff is the beer in the back corner. But these tables actually, I really like them as far as you know, they got they're round enough to where it works in Minecraft, and it's like I feel like it's fairly close to the lounge area in Shining Force. So yeah, that's that. Let's cheat and go this way. Anyways, now we have the castle, which, I mean, even if I just take a step back, like, this thing looks freaking awesome. I think it took me like 10 of those 48 hours was on the castle alone, but I think it turned out really nice. So anyways, we got the outside area with the kind of lodgings for the troops over here, and then we've got the area in the back with all of the storage and whatnot, and obviously there's more chests here than in-game, but we got the Chaos Breaker in here, which has stuff in it, which also broke because of the update, and now it has lots of 100 damages on there no matter where you hold it, but I'll have to go ahead and fix that later on. So anyways, moving on, we've got the overall castle area here, and we got the main kind of throne area where you spend most of your time at. We got some back rooms in here that I basically just kind of decorated with random stuff. So we got the bedroom over there, we've got the kitchen over here with some tables and stuff for eating and whatnot. We've got this little larder, is it called? I don't know, those medieval things where they got everything, and they got like the herbs hanging from the walls and all that food in the back corner, basically. A medieval refrigerator that isn't refrigerated. So anyways, we've got the stairs going up here, and this I decided to open up and actually lead out into the top of the castle, which doesn't actually have anything there. And then we got the telescope on top, which doesn't actually work in Minecraft, unfortunately. So anyways, that's Guardiana, and if I fly around and try to keep everything loaded, because my Minecraft unfortunately doesn't load everything, which is kind of sad. So that's Guardiana, which I went around and I terraformed the whole thing. Pretty much all of this stuff is done. And so anyways, we got this road that leads to the other place. Obviously that leads to Alterone, which isn't done yet, but if we follow this road, it will take us straight to the shrine area. So anyways, we got this area up here, which kind of looks like a jumbled mess from above, but if you're walking around down below, it actually looks pretty decent. I feel like it looks like the hills and stuff that you would have that you would see in game. So anyways, we got the ancient shrine over here, or whatever it's called, Gate of the Ancients. I don't remember, but we got the first battle is over here. So you got the this kind of area that's falling apart and everything. We got the big fancy door in the back, which is nice and fun. And then if we continue this way, it will actually take us to Gong's hut in the background over here. So we got the cabin over here and everything. I don't actually have an interior here aside from a fireplace, which is kind of unfortunate, but oh well. So anyways, that's that area. And overall it looks really nice, and I'm quite happy with the way this turned out. So anyways, after battle 1, this an earthquake basically comes and blocks your way from going back on that path. So then you have to go through all this annoying hill terrain over here up until this area, which isn't done yet. But yeah, you got to kind of fight your way around this mountain here, and then you end up going down this area by the forest and all that stuff, and then you're back to the main area. So that's that. That's pretty much everything I've got. It would be so nice if this world actually loaded everything. But anyways, I've got a world map render just to show you scale-wise where everything's at over here. And so we've got, obviously here's Guardiana, where you start out at. And it overall, it's fairly big, you know, it fits on screen, and then you can just kind of zoom out, you really see just how big everything is and whatnot. Now, flying around at speed 10 in-game, I cleared that distance fairly quickly, but if you're walking, it takes freaking forever to get all the way over here. I think, yeah, I haven't really timed it out, but I mean, if you followed the path, like even by horse, it'll probably take you a day to get over here. I mean, this is 2,000 blocks away. Yeah. Yeah, so you gotta travel over 2,000 blocks, almost 3,000 to get to Gong's place, which that's a long way. Especially if you don't hop over the river, if you have to go around and whatnot. But yeah, so that's the remastered version of Shining Force. And yeah, so I think if you compare this to the old project, this one wins hands down. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.